Hey, come on. Luke wants me to do one of these things like this, like this. Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. That was what we were thinking of doing right now. We were thinking of starting this video like one of these. Ready? Let's pretend we're starting. Like, start right now. Oh, hi. How are you? I didn't see you. How you doing over there? It's around 10 o'clock at night, and Luke and I are in the shop. Shh! Don't tell anybody. It's late. It's a school night. But we came here to clean up because tomorrow I'm going upstate to pick up some stuff from the shop that we have upstate. I don't know how to say that, but what's up, everybody? How you doing? This is part 2 of the Papier-mâché Snowperson activity. It's been a while, so I'm sorry. Part 2 is supposed to be how I do this, but I forgot to record it. It's sort of how it goes. I'm going to give you a quick little skinny on this. This is a not so great version of something. I won't name names, but someone did this, and it kind of got abandoned. But so this is what would look like, ideally, after you do something. Let me start over. Here we go. Ready? Let me clear the deck. So, you blow up your balloon. Just to recap, you blow up your balloon, you put it on top of something. We have these PVC pipe things. They're perfect for this. And then you work your paper mache, your glue, and your water, and your paper, and you do blah, blah, blah. You do all this stuff, but you leave the bottom like this. Now, this is somebody else's. I'm not going to do it. But when you pop the balloon, you take it out, and then you're left with this kind of space that looks something like this. And then you have to start taking long pieces and putting it across, and it's really tedious, but you get the point, I hope, because this is not like an exact tutorial on how to do this. You just take paper and you mix it together. But anyways, I want to show you, maybe I'll do another video where I show this kind of thing, but you have to make it flat so that it can stand. See, this is mine. I work on it. It's a little wet still because I worked on it. And here's the thing. All right, two points based on part 1 and part 2. So this one is something else. It's a little wet, and it's on this PVC pipe. The worst thing to do is to leave it like this overnight. You kind of have to do something like this, move it around a little bit every once in a while. Keep your eye on it, because if not, you don't have to do this. But if you don't do this, all this is wet and it's like an enclosed space. Maybe even if you just kind of put something underneath it to give it air, because then it gets kind of funky down here. And I did this the other day. I picked it up. I was like, whew. It wasn't smelling too good. So you got to just be careful about that sort of thing. But anyways, you cut this out, you frame it, you smooth it, and you make it so that it stands on. But that's the whole point. So I was doing this, right? I was flipping it around, flipping it around, flipping it around. It was still wet, and I left it like this for too long. Luke, look at the camera. Can you see the dent? Can you see the dent? So the dent, that's what happened because I left it drying like this. So you kind of have to be careful with that sort of thing. I don't have the patience to paper mache over this whole thing. I should, maybe like even fill it up, but I'm gonna go with it. And maybe I was thinking this will be his back and I'll do something with maybe like I'll put a backpack, or this could be his front and I'll put a scarf and drape it around. It's a good idea. I'll put the scarf in that crevice there. That'll work. Okay, anyway, so now I don't need this anymore because it's standing on its own because I covered the bottom with paper mache. And then I started working on my head. So I blew up a smaller balloon, and I think he looks a little like BB-8. Look, BB-8. But anyways, so I have to take this balloon out, but I'm afraid to do that because he's still a little wet and it's not super thick. So I think I'm going to leave the balloon in, sort of like his brain. And I'm going to show you how to start the top mound to the bottom mound. You need tape, like this, look. And I don't want to make this video too long, but I hope you're all doing well. And I got to position his head how I want it, and kind of just start feeling it around and seeing like what do I like. I kind of like this. If I give him a scarf, maybe he's looking down at this beautiful scarf. I think I'll go with that. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to take some tape. Not a lot, just a couple of pieces of tape, and I'm going to put it in place. So far I've taken 2 pieces of tape. Might not be enough, see? So I'll need a 3rd piece of tape, and I want to press them down a little bit to give them like the right structure. If you put too much tape, then you're just paper macheing around your tape, and then that's a bad idea. You don't want to do that. And you got to remember where your tape is. So, okay, here we go. I'm going to show you. I'm going to put a little glue in my tray. And I'm going to put a little water. And I'm gonna stir it. I'll go on this side because it's lighter there. Okay, and I'm gonna stir it. Do you see that? I'll go this way so you can see. Do you see what I'm doing? Can you see this, Luke? Look through the camera. Can you see the gookiness? The consistency of the gookiness? I don't have a recipe for this. Just have to feel it. And then you're gonna take. Oh my gosh, I gotta put this back. Pieces of paper. I've already cut my paper to a certain size. Some are long, some are short. You see the sizes I have? All different sizes. Can you see those sizes of paper? Okay, good, thank God. Okay, so now I'm gonna get the glue. I'm gonna go like this. I'm going to do my little scissor fingers and squeegee. And I need my glasses to put on. I gotta put my glasses on. I'm gonna have glue all over my glasses. I think I just put right on the face. Is there glue on my glasses? You see glue on my glasses? I got a little glue on my glasses. It's okay, don't worry. And then I'm gonna go like this. Oh, how am I gonna show you this? It's not gonna be easy to do. So the tape is here and here. You can't see that tape. Sorry, you can't see it, but look what I'm doing. Oh, this is the hardest part. I'm tucking it in like this, and I'm gonna stick my little pinky finger in against his neck. I'm gonna scratch his neck like this. Tickle him. Tickle his neck a little like this. You wanna zoom in, maybe? Are you zooming in? All right, Luke is being a cameraman. He's zooming in, maybe. So you see that? You see how I did that crevice? Now this is so hard because you have to do this kind of crisscross pattern of some sort. I don't know how to explain this. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is not gonna work. I gotta take the paper. I gotta take the tape off. See, already I have to take the tape off. And I have to put a piece down at the bottom like that. You see what I just did? That was the first piece I put, and then I put another piece across. That holds that piece in place. Does that make sense? Hope that makes sense. And then I'm gonna take another piece, and you gotta kind of work slow and fast at the same time. You wanna be diligent. You wanna make sure you don't, some people have the tendency to just start shoving pieces. That's too big, see? I have to cut this smaller. You want little, oh my gosh, my fingers are too fat for this. You're kids, you should be able to do this better than me. You might need an adult to help you. Maybe, I got an idea. This is a nice activity for an adult to do with a child. Have your adult friend just sit with you and hold the head like this. They might not want to do that. They're not going to want to do that. If they don't want to do that, you have to use tape. But if you have an adult that will be willing to sit, and hold the head in place, have them call me, because I have a job for them. Anyways, so you see what I'm doing? I'm really sticking it in like this. At this point, if this was a well-formatted YouTube channel, I would have the fast motion thing going, and I would show the whole thing, but I'm not doing that. I can't do that. It's not going to happen. Okay, so I'm turning around. See, I'm keep doing this. I keep putting, as you can tell, I'm not a tutorial kind of a video person. I don't even remember where the tape is now. Look, the tape is here. You're going to have to start taking the tape off that you put on, except you're going to have glue all over your hands, and it's not going to be easy. See, I don't need that tape anymore, because now he's sort of staying in place. This is too long. This is too long, and it's too fat. See that? That's what I need. Pieces like this. Oh gosh, I think I have to press pause on this video and cut a lot of pieces like this, so you're not watching me just rip all these pieces of paper. Maybe we should pause this video. Hold on, not yet. Oh, see what's happening? Oh my gosh, see what's happening? Do you see what's happening? It's bouncing off. Yeah, this is not gonna be easy. I don't know how to tell you how to do this. It's not easy to do. It's bouncing around. You have to keep pushing it down and holding it in place and putting these cross pieces. Am I explaining this properly? Does this make sense, Luke? Yeah, Luke doesn't want to talk. You can talk. Don't worry. Just speak softly. He doesn't want to talk. He's not comfortable with his voice. It's late at night. He's tired. All right, so you have to do these little kind of crevice pieces like this. And then you have to do a side piece like that to kind of hold it in place. Does that make sense? Gosh, I hope it makes sense. This may very well be the worst Snowperson papier-mâché video. Look what's happening. You have to really hold it down. You're going to need to have a grown-up sit there and hold it for you. Good luck with that. Listen, go tell the grown-up that Mr. Frank from Little Pulp says that you need to sit for like 20 minutes next to me while I do this papier-mâché thing. You're never going to get... The reality of this is that your parent, your adult, your grandparent, your uncle, aunt, grown up next to you, they're going to end up doing this. Just like the gingerbread house. Have you building gingerbread houses? Oh my gosh, the other day, my wife and I, Lachlan wanted to make the gingerbread house. That's all he wanted to do. So sure, we sat down. We start doing the gingerbread house. My wife is taking egg whites, separating yolks and egg whites, whipping them up for 5 minutes straight until it becomes thick. How do you make egg whites thick? Just sit there. Mommy's looking at me like this. Is it thick? I was like, I don't know. What does that mean? It doesn't look thick. She goes, it says thick. It's supposed to stir it until it's thick. You gotta be kidding me. And then after all of that, we put that sugar stuff in there, which, by the way, I took a little bit on my from my pinky onto my mouth. I had a splitting headache. I still have a headache from eating that sugar. That's how much sugar is in the gingerbread house. I don't want to talk about that. But 25 minutes later, there goes Lachlan. And Mommy and Daddy are putting the gingerbread house together. How come you didn't help us with the gingerbread house, Luke? Luke didn't want to help us. He doesn't want to talk. I understand. It's okay. All right, so here's the deal. This video has gone amok. Are you understanding what I'm doing here? So far, so good. It's not my best work, but look at this. See what's happening? See this? You can zoom in for this so I can show you. So when you push the head down a little bit, not too much because I want to crush his skull, but when you push the head down a little bit, watch it. See how it bounces back up? Are you getting that? The bounce back up? Did you see that bounce back up? I think I'm annoying my son. Am I annoying you, Luke? It's fun to make paper mache like this. Look at this. So much fun. Don't forget, every time you do one of these pieces, like this piece from his head, tuck it into the neck. Are you getting this? Tuck it in like that. Press down on his head a little bit. And then take another piece and put it across like that. And then another one.
You're doing it, but behind.
I'm behind. I don't even see it on the camera. Oh my gosh! I'll do it again. I'll show you again. Watch. Here, I'll do it here. How am I gonna do that?
No.
It's gonna be hard. Here we go. Let's try this. Tell me if you see this, Luke. For you folks at home, I hope you're enjoying this. I have glue all over my glasses. I have a headache from the sugar from the gingerbread house. Luke doesn't want to talk out loud. All right, so here we go. Here's his head, and here's his body. By the way, we're only doing, we're not doing a 3-mound papier-mâché Snowperson. If you want to use 3 of these, by all means, go ahead. I always do just one big, nice tummy and a head that's equally scaled properly to his tummy. Okay, so you dip it in. You get a piece that looks about like this. You understand? Can you see this piece size? See that? You put it on the top of his head like where his eyes or nose would be. Can you see it? Now you can see it? Okay, good. And you go like this. You take your cute little pinky finger and you stick it in like that and give him a little tickle. Like tickle his neck, you know? Like, and while you tickle his neck, his head is going to squish down a little bit because he's ticklish and you're tickling him. And you go like this, and then you smooth it. And then you hold his head down a little bit, and you're going to see it's going to bounce up a bit. Then you take another piece. Most important part. Where was I? Here? Is this where I was? And you got to go like this, across. That's what's going to hold that piece in place. And then you need another piece, like this, and you hold that part in place. And you got to keep doing this. It's very tedious. And some people do this. After a while, they start throwing their papier-mâché snowmen around. They don't want to do it anymore. They get frustrated. It's a frustrating thing, papier-mâché. This is Innes. Do you see Innes on the screen? Is Innes in the film? No. Don't worry, you won't be able to see him.
Yeah. I'm
surrounded by my papier-mâché giraffes. This is Willoughby. Probably don't see Willoughby. You see Innes? You see Innes. This is Innes, the baby giraffe. He's seen better days. We need to work on Innes. We need to give him we never gave him the, I don't know what those things are called. Does anybody know what those things are called?
Ears.
No, ears. Giraffe has ears, but he also has these little antenna things. For some reason, I thought they were called stirrups. I don't know. All right. Anyway, so you get the point. You see what I'm doing.
This video is 15 minutes.
It's 15 minutes long? Okay, we got to wrap this up. I'm trying to keep these videos low because they take forever to upload. All right, so I'm going to go back with part 3 where I'm going to show you how I paint my papier-mâché Snowperson. But you really have to do this. You can't give up. I'm going to keep going, but I'm going to shut this video. And I'm going to keep going with my little, sticking the little tickle neck thing and then doing all these little tiny pieces. And I'm going to keep going because if you don't, his head could fall off. And then that would be upsetting. You don't want your snow person's head to fall off. It will make everybody around you upset. Our papier-mâché snowman's nose fell off the other day, and it was like tragedy in our house. We glued it back on, fell off again. We can't find the nose. I don't know where it went. Mommy can't find his nose. She can't find it. She doesn't know where it is. Now I have to build a new nose for that papier-mâché Snowperson. All right, so that's it. Let me take my glass off because I can't see anything. I hope you enjoyed this part 2 video, and I hope you make your snowman. It's starting to take shape now. It looks like a snowman. Doesn't that look nice? We're gonna paint this white. Oh, see what's happening here though? You gotta keep it. Now, after you do this, you kind of have to hold it in place like this. I'm gonna wrap it up. Don't worry, Luke's telling me to wrap it up. I'm gonna hold his head down like this for about 15 minutes after I finish. I'm just gonna sit and, I don't know, think about things. It's kind of nice. It's relaxing. All right, goodbye. Press pause. Stop this.